Mr. McMahon is out on Netflix, but did it live up to the hype or was it a glorified fluff piece? This is Wrestling with the Homies, and today we are talking Vince McMahon and his freaky demon ways. Now, y'all know me, still same
OG.
It's your boy Qwan, and if you don't say the Don, you ain't saying it right.
Right.
And I got my boy with me, my BFF. Y'all know who he is, the coolest man in the world, Jake. Cooley.
The coolest. You did. What's going on,
And
man?
we gotta talk some Vince McMahon today. Vince McMeezy.
Uh-oh.
Now, first off, I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. No. We not letting that ride. It was not what we wanted it to be. It was a fluff piece. Cooley, you was not right. We gave you your props last episode after watching it. Nah, dog.
Yeah, I gotta take some steps back, man. Well, I only seen episode 1, but the people I've seen talking about it on the internet, it's the same old things we've been knowing, you know.
Bruh,
so it's
it's
like
the same old. And don't get me wrong, it was good. We'll get all into it. It was good, but nah, that's not what we expected. No, sir. No, sir.
Man.
That's not right. That's not right.
right. We needed that exposed, man.
I thought it was a crazy expose, and it was just like, this is Vince McMahon and his wonderful life. Besides, the controversy sprinkled in here, and they're like, come on, man.
Maybe they just closed Cat Williams' portal with this one, man. Maybe the portal is finally closed.
Thank God, we never got to see Shannon Sharp online smashing this woman. And the portal's closed.
Yeah, man.
This is our fault, though. This is really our fault, Cooley. It's our fault. Because why would we fall for that? Like, why? We know that Netflix and WWE got $1 billion deal together. Why would they do something to jeopardize the relationship with WWE before the show even comes on Netflix? Because Raw's not going to Netflix until January 1st. So why would they jeopardize that and put out a hit piece on WWE and Vince? We should have known what was coming. We should have known. We fell for the okie doke.
I did, man. I did. I was really on board with that. I'm like, yes, Vince getting exposed. Woo. And then it's the same old things. And it's funny that, the people that don't watch wrestling, they think this is the craziest stuff they ever seen. Right. But it's like, you guys have no idea, man.
We in it. And maybe that speaks to us for just being big ass wrestling nerds. We just know so much that we already knew all the info. But we'll get all into the Vince McMahon doc in a sec. But first, I gotta check up on our homie. So Cooley, how you doing today, man? What's good?
Hey man, it's my off day. I'm good. I'm relaxing after the pod. It's a beautiful thing. And
must be nice.
And going back to Android soon, so
No,
it's great. It's great.
Why? Can you just help me understand why you want this Android so goddamn bad? Like, why?
Listen, man, change is uncomfortable, but change is needed at times. And
change ain't always necessary.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes things are working fine.
Yeah.
What's the reason to?
WWE was working fine for 40 years, but now it's different now. So it is what it is.
So what does that have to do with an iPhone and an Android?
It's just coming out with the same phone.
So
it's tired.
So keep the same one you got. Then you ain't got to get the new one. I ain't got the new one. Yeah. I don't know what phone this is. Look, whatever phone, I got it.
And once it start messing up, you're gonna have to be forced to get a new one because this is what they do with the iPhones, man. I had an 8 Plus for like 4 years, and out of nowhere it started messing up, and I'm like, yo, I gotta upgrade now.
Hold on.
Do you realize when?
Didn't you get a phone? What? Didn't you get a phone the other day?
Yeah, I did. I was testing it out to see if I really enjoyed it, and
did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it, bro.
Hey, listen, I thought I was in the Matrix. I was like, why are they acting like Cooley didn't already get a phone? I was like, did I make that up? I was freaking out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was freaking out.
Man, I can't believe Cooley is really doing this Android thing, bro.
Yeah,
you realize it throws off the entire dynamic of the chat?
It's all good. I need a break from y'all niggas anyway. No, I was kidding. I was kidding. I love our boys, man.
I think group chats are so essential to the world that we live in today. It just makes communicating with your friends and your loved ones so much easier. Because back in the day, you would have to reach out to everybody independently. But nowadays, it's like everybody's in a group. I can let y'all know I'm doing this tonight. Be there. And whoever comes. But I don't know. Without it, it's like, all right, what are we doing?
But
we got to go back to texting you. What? How? We saw how it looked when you was in that Android.
It was just green. Y'all care about colors?
First of all, it It was a whole different chat.
That's cool.
It's separated. Oh my
I delete my chat like here and there for memory storage. I mean, you gonna keep the chat forever?
I am starting a campaign. Yo, in the comments, please, just comment. Cooley, don't do it. That's the new catchphrase for today. Cooley, don't do it.
Yeah, it ain't did he do it? It's Cooley don't do it.
Did he do it? Did he definitely did it? Yo, speaking of, I know we on the Vince McMahon doc, but have y'all been paying attention to this Aaron Hernandez show on FX? It's fire.
I have not seen it yet, man.
My God. Have you seen this? If y'all haven't seen this, bro, y'all need to watch it. Y'all need to watch it.
No, it is good.
And like
I will say this. My bad. I will say this. His story is amazing, just in general.
Yeah.
Right. Like I don't know if you watched the doc, but
I did.
The story is amazing, but they did a good job. Like, even with it being, the actor, they aren't the most football-esque guys.
Yeah.
Right. But the story's not really about that. So, yeah.
Right.
You should definitely check it out.
And I felt like the casting was okay because some of these FX shows, like I was watching the joint about the Clippers and Donald Sterling, and that casting was bad.
Oh man,
that was outside of Al Bundy playing Donald Sterling. The casting on that was terrible, dog. It was terrible. It looked like they just found people off the streets and threw them into the show. But the casting on this is okay. Obviously, the main guy, he's not built like Aaron Hernandez, but he's doing a good job acting, man. I'm digging it. I didn't realize the gayness of it all just because Aaron Hernandez was gay. Like we knew that, but I didn't realize it was such a big part of the story and how his mind worked and how he was suppressing a lot. It's the whole thing. It's very interesting to watch. It's very interesting to watch. I advise everybody out there, go watch that. If you want the real, go watch that. Not the Vince McMahon doc. Go watch that.
The Vince McMahon. Hey, FX, we need you. We need you.
FX needs to make the show. The Vince McMahon.
Need to make a show, man.
The Mr. McMahon show. Who would play Vince? Who would you choose to play Vince? Bradley Cooper?
Probably Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is Vince McMahon. I do not want to see that at all. We need Don Cheadle as Vince McMahon. Let's change it up, man.
Bradley Cooper actually would be pretty good as Vince McMahon, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? We could get a homie who plays Thor as Hulk Hogan,
Hemsworth? What's his name? Chris Hemsworth?
Chris
yeah.
Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
You never know. This might be No, this can't be a movie. They can't make a real movie until he passes away. Because because in a movie, you have to put the other stuff in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fiction. You have to put the other stuff in it and then make it more dramatic. He's not going to be okay with that.
Right. Yeah. I can't believe he put out this whole letter before the thing dropped. That's what got me. That's what got me. When I saw that, I'm like, okay.
Master manipulator.
Oh, my God. This was marketing. It was marketing.
Bro said, I want to buy the show, man. Like, what? That's crazy. Vince McMahon, bro.
And Bruce Pritchard stood on business. Shout out to Bruce Pritchard for standing on business. He was defending his man. He said, you know what? Y'all trying to trash Vince, but I'm not going to let it rock. I know it's popular to trash Vince, but I'm going to stay with my mans. He took care of my wife when she had cancer. Shout out to him. I like seeing people stick by their peoples. But I don't know if Vince McMahon is the one you want to stand next to. I'm just saying.
Background on the buyback. That was I'm not sure if it could be a shot at Oprah because Apple was making an Oprah doc and she didn't like it and she bought it back. That just happened.
Wow.
She bought it back so she could do what she wants to with it. She didn't like what they were doing with it. So when he did that, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, he doing that. You know what I mean?
It was playing, bro.
It was the whole thing, man. And I apologize to the audience for letting Cooley get me off what I know. It won't happen again.
Man.
It won't happen again. These are the only two young dudes in my life, and I'm listening to them for some reason.
Hey, man, I was manifesting nasty work, and it didn't manifest.
It didn't go how we wanted it to go, man. It did not at all. It was a good doc, though. It was a good doc. So let's just start there. Mr. McMahon, it's out. It's out on Netflix. All 6 episodes are out. Cooley only saw 1 episode. It was a very good episode. I watched all 6. I watched all of them. I watched all of them. And I will tell you right now, resting with the homie review, it did not live up to the hype at all. At all. At all. Now, what I did like, Dave Meltzer. First off, Can we just tip our hats to Dave Meltzer?
What, he
Dave
rated it?
Meltzer is the funniest person in the world. You say he rated it?
He rated
5
it?
stars. Nah, Will Ospreay wasn't in it, so he only gave it 4.5, 4.25. No, but Dave Meltzer was in this doc, and he was fact checking Vince on everything, and that was so hilarious. Vince could say, "I ate a hamburger last night for dinner," and then the camera would cut to Dave Meltzer, and he would be like, "He actually ate a turkey burger with lettuce and tomatoes." Like, damn, bro, relax.
Yeah, I did see a clip online where he was fact checking, I believe, the WrestleMania crowd or something like that.
Yeah, the
I was like, oh,
WrestleMania
he's
attendance,
hilarious.
WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
It wasn't 98,000. It was actually 72 point. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? Who
Yeah.
cares?
Shout out to Dave. We need Dave, right?
No, we
Like, we
don't.
need that information. Yes, we do. We need it. We wouldn't do it, right? Like, it's too cringy for us to do.
It's just
But we need that information. It gives us stuff. It gives us things to you know what I mean? It's fodder, man. It feeds the machine, right?
yeah,
Like,
but
because we definitely don't need to know the
Just-
attendance and
right.
like that. But it's fun. Good for him.
it was a
man.
big crowd. We could have left it at that. It was a big crowd. WrestleMania 3 had a very big crowd, but Dave Meltzer always wanted to get specific. It was actually 78,209. Like,
He's
bro,
a numbers
come
guy.
on.
He's a numbers guy, man.
But he don't do that across the board. He only do that for WWE. Because when it comes to
That's
AEW,
fair.
he want to ignore the turnstile count and all that. He just want to rely on what Tony Khan is saying. But when WWE is involved, all of a sudden he want to start counting the turnstiles.
He's Tony Khan's Bruce Pritchard, man. You gotta respect it.
But WWE does fluff the numbers though.
Is Vince McMahon Dave Meltzer's Donald Trump? Like, he just don't believe him.
1,000%. They are like Superman and Lex Luthor. They hate each other.
Yeah. Maybe he wanted him off the dock. Who knows?
Right. But one thing I did like about the doc was it painted the picture that Vince McMahon wanted to separate wrestling from entertainment. Like, he saw what the wrestling world was becoming, and he wanted to get away from that and really be bigger than that. And now a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people hate that. They feel like wrestling is wrestling, so stay in that box. But I'm on the other side of that. I'm kind of with Vince when it comes to that. To me, Vince McMahon wanted to get away from wrestling and be more entertainment. It's not a bad thing. It's kind of like Tyler, the Creator, getting upset at the Grammys for classifying him as a rapper instead of an artist. Because it's like, no, I'm Tyler, the Creator. I'm much more than just a rapper. I'm an entertainer. I'm an artist. So respect me as that. So that I didn't have a problem with. I don't know how you felt about it, but I like that.
I mean, we all know that Vince, he thinks ahead, man. It's the Virgo mentality in him.
Ahead.
Yeah,
Cooley one of those.
You-
Cooley
you
think
know,
that the Virgo is.
you know what I'm saying? The geniuses, the smart guys or whatever. Yeah, we believe in the stars and the solar system and all that. But
Oh,
clearly his dad wasn't rocking with it. But at the end of the day, he was right. He was right, because look, 40 years later, man, it's
Right.
it's the biggest professional sports entertainment.
He clearly had
industry of all
something figured
time.
out.
Yeah,
He
man.
clearly had something figured out. And I also liked how they pulled the curtain back on his relationship with his father, because I didn't know any of that. I had
Bro,
no idea.
Me
Bro,
either.
first off, I didn't know that he had Vince grew up poor. I didn't know that.
I was
For
like,
some
wait, his
reason,
dad was in his life? Like, what?
Yeah. So
Oh.
his dad being Vince Sr., who actually was the original owner of WWF, I just thought that Vince grew up with everything that he wanted. And then once it was his time, he bought the company from his pops. I didn't realize he grew up on a trailer park with a
Yeah, that's
stepdad who
wild.
abused him. That's crazy.
Sheesh.
Damn, I
Yeah.
like that they shine light on that. I like that they highlighted the relationship between him, Stephanie, and Shane. Now, I don't know if you got to that episode yet,
Mm-mm.
or that part. Clearly you didn't. But they really pulled the curtain back on that relationship dynamic. You'll find out that Shane McMahon left the company because him and Vince wasn't seeing eye to eye. That whole 90
Yikes.
stint when Shane was gone, it was
Yeah.
because they got into a big fight in a hotel room
Sheesh,
where
that's wild.
Vince literally put a knife to his heart and said, "You need to stab me, because that's the only way your ideas are ever going to become you're never going to be ahead of me." So Shane McMahon was like, "I bet I'm out of here."
Yeah, that's wild. Vince is a wild man. So, I mean, is Shane McMahon to a certain extent, he's like a Marcus and Jeffrey Jordan, right? Because he never really, right?
Wait, what? Did you call him
Cooley,
Marcus.
Cooley after this documentary,
Right.
bro.
Because it's like-
He is not happy that he didn't get the information he wants. Everybody
all.
can get it right now. He taking
Because it's like-
shots.
You call him Marcus and Jeffrey
Hey,
Jordan?
man, listen. We seen the senior. We seen Vince take over it, and now it was Shane was supposed to be.
It was supposed to be Shane.
was supposed to be
Damn,
Shane, bro.
Ooh, he let
That's
the
not
brother-in-law. He let the
Bro,
brother-in-law come and get. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
Like, think
man.
about
Wait.
that. Like your father's business, and then your
brother-in-law
brother-in-law.
get it.
Oh,
Succession.
That's nuts, bro.
tough.
Succession. I always say
That's
it.
tough,
Succession.
bro.
That's-
I didn't even
Triple
really
H's
think about that
Tom.
in that way. That's
Triple H's
tough, man.
Tom and Roman, or not Roman. What was Kendall? Kendall is Shane
Stephanie.
McMahon.
I mean,
Oh,
Shane,
man.
yeah. That's wild, bro.
You know that's really happening in real life now.
Yeah.
With the big. Yeah, the big.
The
But anyway,
Murdochs?
go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Murdochs, yeah.
Yo, my dumb ass. It took me like 3 seasons to realize that show, The Succession, was based on the murder. I just thought it was some fictional shit that HBO came up with. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this is a real story.
Bro, that show was so great, man. These other shows, lucky that show went off, man. They would have not been getting no Emmys right now, but
You are not serious people. Rest in peace, Logan. That was my guy, man. That was my
yeah,
guy.
man.
Hey, that line changed my life.
You are not serious people.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Cause that, hey. All right, keep going.
That's clearly how Vince felt about Shane McMahon. You are not a serious person. So you know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna put my son-in-law and my daughter in position, and I'm just gonna weed you out. Maybe that's why Shane McMahon is trying to get in cahoots with Tony Khan.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? And then let's not forget how he butchered Royal Rumble years ago. It's like now you playing with the company at this point.
Nah, man. I got a feeling one day the truth is gonna come out about that situation. I don't think the Royal Rumble thing went how we think it went.
Oh,
Because the story out there is that Shane McMahon was trying to put himself over, and he was just like destroying what the Royal Rumble was supposed to be, and he got fired right after because his idea clashed with Vince McMahon's. But I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't think that's how
I don't
it
know,
went, man.
man.
I think Vince McMahon butchered that, and he just needed a fall guy, and his fall guy was always Shane McMahon. Something
But Shane
goes
could have
wrong,
left,
blame
though.
it on somebody else. He did. He left before. He was gone for 9 years.
No, I'm talking about like why would he come back and listen to Vince and go through that? Because that
That's
was
his
horrible,
pops.
bro.
You got to remember, that's his dad. The father and son dynamic is always going. Like,
I wouldn't know.
and that's.
I knew it. I
Hey,
knew
Cooley
it.
got some trauma, bro.
I
Cooley
knew it. I was like, "Ooh, we're heading down. We heading down the street." I couldn't jump. I was waiting for a moment to jump in so I could catch it,
All right.
but he snuck it in.
He always
snuck it
goes
in
sneak
on
it
us.
in.
But
we got to remember, that's his pops. When it comes to like Vince being a freaky frog and the whole world turning their backs on him, because we are on record saying that we don't like Vince McMahon as a person. We don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. But we got to remember, these people are related to that man, so their relationship with him is a lot different than ours. So of course, I don't know why the world expects them to jump out the window and trash him. It's like, bro, that's their dad.
yeah,
I wouldn't jump out the window and trash my dad, and my dad was not a good person, but without him, I wouldn't be here. So what's private is going to stay private, man. Like,
And
we
you're
can't
not
expect
necessarily sure that he was a bad person to them when they were children either, right? Because that's
Exactly.
really the thing, right? If he was a good dad when they were children, generally speaking, right? I don't, we can all qualify what good dad means. But if he was there, they didn't need anything, right? They had the things,
Right.
they were able to live a life without strife, and some issues that other people would have. You can't expect the person to just be like, F him now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
regardless of
Yeah.
what, like, I might not agree with what you did or some things that you did that I didn't know about, but I'm just going to not talk to you anymore. Like, that doesn't make sense.
It don't make
Yeah.
sense. It's not realistic. Same thing with guys like Mick Foley or Kurt Angle or Stone Cold Steve Austin. People who refuse to trash Vince McMahon. Fans get upset about it because they're like, why is he defending this person who did these horrible things? And I get it. I understand. But you also have to understand that these people have a different type of relationship with Vince. Mick
These
Foley,
people-
without Vince McMahon, who knows where he would be?
exactly.
He made that man a millionaire.
Vince made these guys, man. At the end of the day, and there will be none of them without Vince. So
Bro, some of these people feel like they would be dead. If it wasn't for Vince McMahon saving their careers in the 90s and making them multimillionaires, they probably would no longer be on this earth. So they probably feel like they owe all their success to him. So you can't really expect them to jump out the window and trash him the same way we would. Because we're on the outside looking in. We don't know this man. He's responsible for a product we watched growing up, but outside of that, we ain't got no relationship with this man. So it's easy to just trash him. I hate Vince McMahon, but I don't have a relationship with him. Mick Foley does, so I can't expect Mick Foley to feel the same way that I feel.
The Rock,
not to get all preachy
all
on
these
y'all,
guys.
But we just got to understand the dynamic is different. But that's what I liked about the doc. Cooley hasn't seen the whole thing, so
I mean,
I'm gonna finish
Qwan
it today.
Pretty much told us everything that happened. So
I did. Well, that's the point, and that's what I didn't like about the documentary. There was no information that wasn't already exposed, and maybe that speaks to me as a person wanting to see an expose and wanting to see all the dirt. But it was none of that in this documentary. They quickly glossed over it. They mentioned all the things like the Sable lawsuit and the lawsuit with Rita and the steroid allegations and all that.
About
they
that
didn't
all.
really go into detail about it, and we knew about that. We saw all this on an episode of Dark Side already. So it's like, man, what are we doing? They kind of breezed by all the controversial stuff that we were interested in. They mentioned everything, but they didn't get into detail about it. The last episode attempted to get in the mud and really bring light on what was going on right now, but they didn't. It was like the episode of the Kanye doc. Did y'all watch that? Genius?
Yes, fire.
So you know how the first couple episodes just painted Kanye as the most genius man of all time?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you got to that last episode where they tried to just throw all the controversies in it. Like, oh, this also happened, though. So form your own opinion. And then that was it. Same thing happened with this Vince McMahon doc, bro. The first 5 episodes.
They pump fakers like Carmelo did on the court with the
They
ball.
just walked in the court, and they sat back down, bro. First 5 episodes painted him as a genius with a little bit of controversy. And then episode 6 said, hold on now. He also did these things, but we'll let y'all form your own opinion. And then that was it. Show over.
Dang.
Let down.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to tap in, man. I'm gonna have to tap in today. Finish it off. But I feel like we just got, like you said, the visual of it all. Like we seen it on Twitter. We seen all the, the receipts and everything, but we just got the visual of it all with some dramatic background music. And Tony Atlas, bro, was hilarious on episode 1, bro. He was like, I think he never really liked his dad.
Why was Tony Atlas wearing that shirt with the sleeves cut off? Like,
bro, thought
what's
he
up
was
with Tony Atlas?
Special guest referee vibes. Like, what are you doing, bro?
I said Bob Backlund used to grab my pecker and then start laughing. I'm like, huh?
That's not normal, guy.
Or not Bob Backlund. What's my man Pat Patterson?
Pat Patterson.
I'm sorry, Bob, for putting that on you. You didn't do that. That was Pat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I heard
Tony
some things
Atlas.
about Pat.
Yeah. Well, apparently none of it was substantiated. Is that the word? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Substantiated.
Did I use that correctly? Look at me trying to sound smart. Apparently, a lot of the things about Pat Patterson weren't substantiated, but who knows if we'll ever know the truth on that situation. But again, this documentary, it didn't shed too much light on any of that. They quickly glossed over it and then moved on to the next thing. But it's a good doc, though. It's a good doc. I advise you to stick with it through episode 6 because it's an entertaining watch, and it's pretty dope to see the mind that went into the company that we watch and rate on a weekly basis. We got a whole podcast based around these damn companies. So
yeah, man,
it was dope to see.
I'm gonna tune in.
But I want to hear from the people at home. Did y'all watch the Vince McMahon documentary, Mr. McMahon, on Netflix? Did it live up to the hype? Because for me, it didn't. For Cooley, he's still on the fence. He only had 1 episode in. Watch all 6, bro. Watch them.
I got 5 left. I got 1 in me.
And you need to watch the Aaron Hernandez joint, bro. It's good.
Man, it's too much stuff to watch. I gotta watch Shogun. I still gotta watch my anime Monster. I gotta finish that. It's just so.
You gotta watch TNA. Don't you like? Don't he love to bring that up now? TNA.
I think they're moving the show though.
I think I got postponed or something. I think it's
a hurricane.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. We need to do a worst gimmick episode because that would definitely be.
We need to do a Where Are They Now episode too. Where are these guys at, man? Where the hell is Hurricane?
Hey, Hurricane Helms is a producer at WWE now. He's still doing his thing. I don't know about the other members of 3 Count, Evan Courageous and Shannon Moore.
Jeez, they probably work at like Shake Shack or something.
Shannon Moore just bagging fries. Come on, bro. That's foul. Shout out to Shannon Moore. But yeah, let us know in the comments how y'all felt about this Mr. McMahon doc, man. Did y'all like it? Did it live up to the hype? I don't know. I don't know. And Cooley, one thing I wanted to bring up, it's always funny to me when you when you get on this podcast and you go, woo, 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 woo.
What?
Whenever you say woo, 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 I'm like, the people don't know what the hell woo, woo, woo is. So that's some LA shit right there. That's
Woo,
some
woo.
very LA shit. When we're describing a situation or we're having a conversation and then we just go into woo, woo, whooping.
Why do we do that?
I don't know. Where did that
What?
come from?
Woo, 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 woo.
It's like,
probably because it's like
yeah, whoop, whoop, whoop is LA for yada, yada, yada. It's our way of saying
Whoa.
etc.
LA lingo
Whoa,
is
whoa.
insane, man.
Whoop-de whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, Kendrick Lamar is always whoop whooping on his songs.
K-Dot.
But I laugh every time you do it because I'm like, this is some LA shit. The people don't know what he's doing right now. They have no idea what's happening.
It was like, something wrong with my headphones? What's going on?
Why did you start whooping out of nowhere? Kind of like
I don't
Tama Tonga with the yeah.
Where did that come from?
I have no idea, but it's working for me.
Yeah.
I find it very entertaining. It's very Crash Bandicoot, Wild Thornberry-esque. It's funny to me.
Yeah, Brody Donnie, he Donnie for real, man. Donnie Thornberry.
Yeah. Shh. Yeah. It's the shh for me. Because why is he shushing? He yeah, and then he just shh. Yeah.
Oh man. Shout out
Shout out to Tama Tonga, man. He's my tribal chief. No more Tonga Loa. Now Tama Tonga's my tribal chief.
Jacob is mine.
I change favorites every week. One week I love Jacob. The next week I love Tonga Loa. Now Tama Tonga's the one. Just the yes. They got me. Anyway, we got any games today, E?
Yes, we do. This one is a little intricate actually, but we're gonna try it. This one, hold on.
I'm about to say, where the music? Where's my music? I need that. Oh, there we go. Hey.
All right. Today we are playing Book the Ultimate Match. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose any wrestler you want. WWE, AEW, any promotion, whoever wrestles who. But you have to choose a style of match. Steel cage, Hell in the Cell, falls count anywhere, ladder match, tables, ladders, and chairs, Iron Man match, submission match. You get it, right?
Yeah.
There's a list of these things.
Yeah.
But you have to have a twist. Is there a shocking interference? Is there unexpected heel turn? Face turn, special referee, weapons galore, double pin controversy. What is the twist? And what is the outcome and why? This game is for real.
Goddamn,
And
I'm
you
Vince
might need a
McMahon
moment.
now.
You might need a moment. I can fill the space. Don't even
I'm
worry
Vince
about that.
McMahon now.
Yeah, because we watched the doc. Everybody's, now everybody's back on Vince McMahon's side. So let's be Vince McMahon.
I wouldn't say everybody
This
on the
is one
side. I
match.
don't know. I don't know about that.
Stay focused, Qwan. One match, right? You talk about booking a whole show. Now we're booking one match, and
Okay.
both of you all look shook.
I'm ready. I'm always
it
I
prime?
stay ready
Is it-
so I ain't got to get
Are they in a
Whatever the
prime or not?
Hey,
Okay.
If you want them to be.
ultimate.
I'm
Yeah,
ready.
Ultimate.
I'm ready. I already know.
Ultimate match.
I already got one.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Oh, me. I'll go first. Wait, so
Let's
you're
do
not
it.
giving me the rest? I can just
you
make up
pick the
any
rest.
match? Oh.
Yeah, we're going.
So this is
I'm
what I
going
need.
to rate who's going to get the final match based on what y'all say. Go ahead.
So this is what I need. I need The Undertaker in his prime versus Bray Wyatt in his prime. At WrestleMania in a casket match. And this is what I need to happen. I need Bray Wyatt to win that match. Put Undertaker in that casket in the streak. Because in my fantasy world, in my alternate timeline, the streak is still going. And Brock Lesnar never broke it. I need Bray Wyatt to end that streak. But wait a minute. Kane interferes. And he joins Bray Wyatt. And now Kane is a member of the Wyatt family. Yeah, a new character for Kane.
Sicko.
He's no longer wearing the mask. He got his hair grown out with a big beard. He's dressing homeless, and he's a member of the Wyatt family. Let's get it. That's my fantasy scenario.
Don't ever talk about Kane without a mask again, man.
That's not bad though. I will say I got
That
a
is
little.
fire.
I felt something when you said Kane showed up. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that is a twist.
He
That
would've
is
been
a
good
twist.
after that.
That was pretty good. That
Would've
was
been
pretty
good. It would've
good.
been great.
You know, I'm all for Bray and Undertaker. You know,
But what
the
happens
vibes.
after that, though, Quan? Like now who's doing
Oh,
what?
so now Undertaker is gone for months, right? And it's just we're telling the story of Kane running with the Wyatts, and they're destroying everybody in their path. And then finally, once next year's WrestleMania rolls around, we start hearing that gong. Y'all know the gong, the dung. The lights go black. Undertaker shows up, but he didn't come alone. He got Brody Lee and Eric Rowan with him. He took Bray Wyatt's old Wyatt family, and now they are the Ministry of Darkness reincarnated. So now we got Bray Wyatt and Kane versus Brody Lee and Undertaker. Let's get it.
That's on me, Cooley. I'm sorry. We pushed him too far.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Brody.
He went too far. That's my fault. I take full responsibility for that. I pushed it too far.
I got confused. I'm like,
You
wait,
was
what?
good, though. Yeah,
He's alive
but,
again?
But where you started was good. Where you started was good. You know what I mean? We're gonna stay there. All right, Cooley, it is on you.
You know, give me Hardy Boys,
Oh my God.
prime Hardy Boys, because you know I miss TLC matches, and the TLC match versus Speedball and Zachary Wentz.
If you don't get out of here with Speedball, bro.
This will be the most high-flying madness of all time. So, everybody is down. Jeff Hardy is climbing the ladder, and he's hanging from the belt. Edge and Christian comes out and tackles Jeff Hardy from the air, just like Edge did the Hardy Boys back in the day. Speedball wins. They win the titles,
Oh, my
and
God.
they sail off into the sunset.
So Cooley in his new TNA craze is in love with this man, Speedball Mike Bailey. And
Ever since
Speedball
we-
is dope.
Ever
Don't
since
get
we
me
saw him
wrong.
at Prestige, man, I was
Yeah,
like,
he
yo,
was
this
killing.
he's
He had-
killing, bro.
match
Speedball
he
versus
had
the
with
Hardys.
But Speedball and Zachary Wentz ain't even a tag team, first off. Like,
Bro.
Zachary Wentz is with the
Hey.
Rascals.
It's a
Speedball
good
doing
match.
his own
I mean,
thing.
it's a cool match, but that's a mid card, bro.
Oh no.
That's
There's
not a
no mid card with the
WrestleMania
Hardys.
headliner. That's not a WrestleMania headliner match.
It's definitely
It can
not.
be.
No, with Speedball in it, it's not.
If I'm the promoter, it is.
Cooley booking for the booking for the entertainment of the match. I'm booking for the spectacle. I'm trying to see a spectacle, a story that we can clench our teeth into. Cooley just booking for a match to be good. You know, Speedball
Yeah,
is
I'm
good.
Tony Khan.
Hardy's you Tony Khan for real, bro. I'm Vincent Kennedy McQuan. You feel me?
Wait, hey, that was good, Quan. That was good.
Ooh.
Where's the belt? Where's the belt? Do we have?
Quan-
Is the
Quan
belt
got it.
anywhere around there?
This bill
Yeah.
right here.
Okay.
He had that for
Quan
like
gets
9
to-
months.
Quan gets to keep that because his match was way better than Cooley's today.
Damn, no love to the Hardys. Dang, bro.
You over
So
here talking about
Quan,
Speedball,
you
bro.
are the winner.
I mean, you know, this is what I do, baby. I feel like I would be a great booker because I made that Bray Wyatt match on the fly.
Yeah, man. Bray and Undertaker will always. That's gonna get butts and seats for sure, regardless, man.
Yeah, I don't know how we dropped the ball on that. Like how
Yeah.
it was right there.
Yeah,
It was right
I
there
just-
for us, and we didn't take it. Like it goes back to the GPS analogy you had yesterday, the whole Triple H thing, bro. You might have a destination you want to go to, but you know this corner's right there. Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, and in the street, it was right there. It was right there. But we rolled down the street to Brock Lesnar and Undertaker.
Man.
What are we doing?
I would
What
never
are we
do
doing?
that.
Why did we do that? Why did we do that? I don't know. Anyway, should we get into some fan chatter?
Let's get
Got
into it.
Some comments. Don DeMarco. Shit like that. Shit
Marco,
like that.
Marco.
So this comment comes from Official King Aries. Official King Aries on our TikTok. And again, this is about Jacob Fatu being pushed way too goddamn fast and Rikishi complaining nonstop about it. Official King Aries says, Rikishi trying to convince Jay to go to AEW. And I'm like, no hate to Jay, but Jay isn't a good fit for AEW style. Jay is made for WWE and will eventually get his just due. He's just breaking out as far as a single star and getting his reps in, but he ain't ready for AEW. Cooley, that's an interesting conversation right there. Could Jay Uso work in AEW?
According to his ring Inability? No way, Jose. Because first of all, the AEW crowd isn't as when it comes to like interests and like entertainment, they're not as live as WWE. And Jey Uso is just a character in my eyes. I can't see Jey Uso wrestling nobody in AEW and it'd be like a solid match. I'm sorry.
So I think the AEW crowd is live. I don't know what Cooley talking about that. The AEW crowd be live, but the AEW crowd only cares about what happens when that bell rings. They don't really care about the characterization of it all. So a guy like Jey Uso would definitely not work in AEW because when that bell rings, we all know Jey Uso ain't the best. You can have a solid match, but it ain't gonna be too much to write home about. And that fan base only cares about 5-star matches and bangers. They are the Dave Meltzers of the fan base. They are the purists. They want to hear lyricism. They don't want to hear a song that they can dance and bop their head to. They want to hear some lyrical, spiritual, miracle, like that's what they want. They want Joyner Lucas and Joel Ortiz. They don't want Drake
and
LL Cool J.
Ortiz.
So nah, Jey Uso would definitely not fare well in AEW. I don't know about Rikishi trying to get him to go there. I think that's a little speculative, but I definitely couldn't see Jey Uso anywhere else but WWE.
If I could get you to do the what did you go?
Lyrical spiritual miracle in my swimming pool.
Is that what is that? What is
that's
that
the
from?
That's the type of stuff that they like. No,
I'm just saying, where did you get that from? Like,
that sound like some
just
LL Cool J.
Right? I'm like,
I literally made.
Okay. Well, just wanted to make sure we will definitely have that T-shirt available at some point.
Because some people like that, and I don't mind it. But when I listen to music, I just want to nod my head, bro. I just want to hear music I can nod my head to. The beat hot, some nice little melodies. If he rapping, then he rapping. But it don't need to be that. But some people out there, they want to hear a bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. Like, bro, it's a time and place for that. And that's what AEW is a lot of times. It's a time and place for all that. Bro.
I'll be listening to my Tribe Called Quest.
Lyrically perform on robberies. Like, come on, man, get that shit out of here.
What kind of you taking shots at Papoose or something, bro?
Remember alphabetical slaughter?
A is for Apple. B is for. I was like, okay.
Alert! Assassins at large, allegedly. Automatic artillery. Like, bro, get that shit out of here.
He went backwards. I was like, oh, bro.
He went from Z to A. I was like, all right, dog. We done with this. Like, we don't want to hear that lyrical, spiritual stuff all the time. Sometimes we just want to nod our head, bro.
Hey, man, I can't stop laughing at that.
That's hilarious.
That's funny, man. My boy Qwan said he had enough of you boys, dog. I had enough of y'all big words and trying to rap like you have common sense. Enough of that.
Because I hate a purist. And the reason I hate purists is because I used to be one. I used to be the guy who wanted to hear the lyrical spiritual. I used to be the guy who only wanted my wrestling to be 5-star matches in ring. I didn't want characters and all that. But as I get older, I realize it's all the same thing, bro. It's all under the same umbrella. So just enjoy it. You can like what you like, but like being a purist is it's corny. It's corny. Nobody likes a purist. Don't be that. Don't be that. Because we ain't that. We just having fun with wrestling. Be like us. Don't be a purist.
I'm an R&B purist.
Oh God. And you a guy with an Android phone. And you a guy with it. Yo, make him bro, I don't know who I need to talk to, but somebody, Cooley. I know you got a girl. Tell her to tell you to get rid of that Android phone. Bro, Cooley is 90 years old, bro.
Hey, man. Say, man. Could it be I'm falling in love with you, baby? Shout out to the Spinners.
The Spinners? The only spinner I know is from Degrassi. Cooley swear he's 70
Spinner from
years
Degrassi is hilarious. What? Oh,
we are losing our minds. Anyway, I got more comments, but I got things I gotta do, so we gotta get through this episode. So, Cooley, you know what I'm gonna ask you? ICDC College, what you got for us today, bro? End this on a high note.
What can I do? What can I say? I'm excited for the rest of this Vince McMahon doc. I will be tapped in.
Not.
I am. I will be tapped in. I want to see the mastermind behind this all. Even though I know everything, but I want to see it visually and I want to hear the music behind it. Let's go.
He said, even though I know everything already, I still want to see it happen. Story of our lives.
It's like
is
watching
wrestling,
Game of
man,
Thrones
bro.
again, man. You know, I already know what's gonna happen, but I want to see it again.
But Games of Thrones is so good, though. It's so good.
Yeah.
You can watch that anytime. This Vince McMahon's career, it was cool. He did some things, some great things, but we don't need a rerun of it.
We don't.
We don't. And on that note, this is Wrestling with the Homies. We are out of here. Make sure you like and subscribe. This is your #1 source for daily wrestling talk. Daily, Monday through Friday. So tap in. Yeah.
Best movie of all time.
Okay. T2, get out of here, dog.